that God has the ability to turn a wrong situation, begin to turn it back into right. Yes, yes, Lord. Don't you remember that there was a woman who the prophet had to go in 1 Kings chapter 17? He began to go to the woman and say, I need you to bake me a cake. And the woman said, the reason, oh crazy prophet, that I'm out here at all is because I'm about to eat. I'm about to use my last bit of meal, and I'm about to feed my only son, and I'm about to die tonight. But the prophet said to her, if you would give me a drink of water, and if you would bake me a little bitty cake, I promise you that your meal will never run dry. I promise you that your oil, it will never run out. Is there anybody here tonight that say, I'm so glad that when I felt like throwing in the towel, I'm so glad when I felt like giving up on God, when it looked like I did not have enough, God, He began to open up the doors and began to call somebody else to bless me. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's been a long season for you, but the seasons are about to change. Y'all too stuck up for me. Look at somebody else and say, neighbor, season's about to change. I looked at your future and look like I can see the breaking of a day. And oh, what joy it begins to bring my soul. Yes, yes, Lord. I'm so glad. I'm glad that God gives victory in the face of all kinds of defeat. Is there anybody here that say, I should have went down, but I'm so glad that when the enemy knocked me down, there was a resurrection waiting on me. That's not for fake church folk right there. That's for folk that been through hell and high water. That's for folk that learned how to struggle, but learn how to get back up again. I dare you look at your neighbor one time, if you ain't too mean today, and say, neighbor, a victory is on the way. Don't look at 2013 as just another year. God, can I just get a little bit of help? God is about to turn your situation around. Yes, yes, Lord. New doors are opening. I feel victory beginning to break in somebody's life. The Bible puts it this way. He said, reap in the May. I just wish I could just get help in 4 for a 9. But joy is coming bright early in the morning. Is there anybody here that say, I'm so glad that I had to cry before? Because if it said, if you suffer with me, you began to reign with me. Yes, yes, sir, Lord. I dare you offer up, God, the sacrifice of praise. You owe it to Him to give Him glory tonight. I dare you put your hands together and begin to magnify God. I dare you begin to praise Him for a new day in your life. I dare you begin to praise Him for answering your prayers. I dare you begin to praise Him for your deliverance is on the way. Yes, yes, Lord. I dare you begin to magnify Him for what He's about to do in your life. I dare you begin to ask me, begin to tell Him thank you for how you're answering my prayers. Lord, I worship. I dare you praise Him. I'm going to give you one more minute to help me. I dare you praise him. I dare you open up your mouth and praise him. I dare you open up your mouth and praise him. Don't be shy of your next to your neighbor. But I dare you open up your mouth and bless him. I dare you magnify him. I dare you magnify him on purpose. Yes. Yes, Lord. I dare you glorify him. The reason, if I can talk to somebody, I want to be real transparent with you. Can I be honest? When I dropped the ball, I'm going to just be honest with you. You can play, John, I'm done.